Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of News in Motion. You are tuning in live here at 7:25 a.m. To News in Motion, or NIM Today, your media outlet for relevant commentary and call to action news. Today is Tuesday, November the 14th, 2023. Make sure that you go eat a taco today for Taco Tuesday, or just enjoy yourself on this terrific Tuesday, whatever adjective you want to use to describe today. But we had an exciting episode of News in Motion yesterday. Shout out to our guest, Pastor Derek Holmes of Second Baptist Church of Circleville, for joining us yesterday. And I heard that he brought an inspirational message that brought down the house. So whether you're tuning in live through YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or if you're an audio podcast listener, we just want to say thank you for your support. If you weren't able to catch the live video and you're catching a replay, whether that be in the afternoon, the evening, or near the nighttime, we still want to say thank you for all the support and all the love. So a few shout outs before we get started with today's episode. Shout out to Miss Marion Jackson and Miss Adrian tuning in through YouTube. Y'all be rolling up in here early in the mornings. It could be the crack of dawn. The rooster didn't even crow yet, and Marion and Miss Adrian will already be in the room. But we love it. We love to see it. And they also said smash that like button. Yes, please be sure to smash the like button and invite some of your friends, because what? Sharing is caring. Good morning to you, Miss Shirley Nicholson, tuning in through Facebook. Good morning to my mother, Latrice Jones, who dropped the newspaper emoji, which stands for News in Motion. Good morning, Miss Deborah Johnson. Good morning, Mr. Robert Holman. Good morning, Miss Yvonne Garner. And good morning, Miss Tanya Williams, tuning in through YouTube as well. So, without further delay, I know what we do over here. Let's get ready for some News in Motion.
News in Motion.
Good morning to all of you. I just want to give a shout out to Pastor Timothy Carpenter with the remix of our intro. I love it. I absolutely love it. I see you, Tanya Williams, coming in here. I see you, Pastor Alex Williams, coming in here. How's that Florida weather? But guess what? We got it going on here too with our weather. Good morning, Mary Owens, coming in from LinkedIn. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November the 14th, 2023. I am your host, Gail Dudley. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and joining us on a regular. Latrice Jones says, drop that newspaper emoji when you share. Please do, y'all. Sharing is caring, and it is free. That's the most important piece. Y'all, real quick, we have the image today. We want to give a shout out to Davia Williams Steveson. Y'all, her podcast is back. It is dropping on this Friday. Tales from the Shaker podcast. Her new season is coming in. Her new season is dropping. Y'all, you don't want to miss it. It will be available wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you want the video version of it, make sure you subscribe to her YouTube. Listen, when you go to her podcast, y'all, make sure you download, make sure you share. Listen, y'all, we want to really highlight her and the amazing work that she is doing. And I'm going to tell you, her lineup is fire. So check out Davia, y'all. Again, that's Davia Williams Steveson, Tales from the Shaker. It drops this Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts. All right, y'all, real quick. Some of y'all may have noticed yesterday, because y'all were like, what just happened? I see you, Regina, coming in here. I see you, Yvonne and Kim Edmondson. Gwen, what's up? when you had the mic on Sunday. That's what I'm talking about. So, y'all, some of you may have noticed over the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, because it's been tripping me and Isaiah out. We're like, well, where is the floating thumb coming from? And where are the fireworks behind me yesterday coming from? Did any of y'all see that? Because some of y'all are like, what just happened? Well, Isaiah and I couldn't figure it out. And Pastor Holmes was like, okay, how did you get fireworks behind you? I said, I have no idea. So I reached out to the streaming company. I said, okay, what's happening? Like, things just are floating around. They're just popping up. Where is this coming from? Y'all, that's the world of AI. Let me tell you what happened. I skipped 2 of the versions of the iPhone, but I just had to go with this titanium iPhone 15, right? Well, there's something on, and I don't know how to turn it off, but I'm trying to figure it out. But there's something on there when I make different gestures, things happen. I'm like, why didn't turn that off? And they said, well, do you have anything crazy? I said, I don't have anything crazy pictures, nothing like that. But I don't know what they're about to pop up. So I need to figure out how to turn this off. So, y'all, that's the world of AI. What's up, Pastor Dr. Reggie Thomas? Y'all, that's my brother right there. That's my brother coming in here. What's happening? So, y'all, I don't know what it is, but it's from iPhone 15. So if y'all see anything crazy like the floating thumbs or the fireworks, it's the new iPhone 15, and I do not know how to turn it off. So some of you have been seeing the post from News in Motion. We want to give you a little bit about that, and then we got some news. I got to talk about these justice, okay? Because I done found a loophole, because y'all know I found the brief, okay? But anyway, y'all, News in Motion, just to give you about who we are and what we're doing. What's up, Fred Jones? We have the community. We have a library, a past, a broadcast. Our broadcasts never are deleted. They're there. You can find them on any podcast platform, YouTube, so forth. You'll get News in Motion every morning. That's actually Monday through Thursday at 7:25 a.m. You can email us questions. You can email that at NewsInMotionWithGail@gmail.com. Again, that's NewsInMotionWithGail@gmail.com. We talk about planning our vote. Y'all, we're going into 2024. And listen, y'all, we better play. We got to pay attention. Yes, Dr. Thomas. Yes, AI is getting on my nerves. Plan your vote and engagement. We have our social media 90-second reels, and we're beefing those up a little bit. And then we have political in-class sessions, and we have an in-class session today. So get ready. Let everybody know they want to come on over here to News in Motion today. So we just wanted to give you some of that information. So again, AI is taking over, y'all. That's what happened here. I was like, I don't know how to turn it off, but that's the iPhone 15. And since all of my Mac stuff is connected, I got to figure out how to work that through. I don't know. All right, y'all. AP is also reporting, talking about AI. We got to talk about TikTok as well. Nepal banned TikTok. Yeah, they did, saying that the app disrupted the country's social harmony. It's like, what? Yeah, y'all, Nepal's government decided to ban the popular social media app TikTok on yesterday, saying that it was disrupting social harmony in the country. Now, the announcement came after a cabinet meeting. Now, the prime minister said the government has decided to ban this. This is a quote. As it was necessary to regulate the use of the social media platform that was disrupting social harmony, goodwill, and flow of indecent materials. What? So here's my question I have for you all this morning, and please fill up the chat with your answers. Is it really about social harmony, or is it really about the fact these young people are knowing how to work TikTok and they're revealing the truth to us, and it's up to us to decide if we want to partake of it or not? So put in the chat your thoughts on that. Put in the chats. Is it really a problem, or is there something else happening? Kim Edmondson says, how about that? A country focused on harmony instead of divisiveness. Hey, well, there's that. You got that happening for sure. Y'all, 4 days away. 4 days away. Somebody say it with me. 4 days away. Y'all, and the new speaker, Mike Johnson, he's getting pushed back. He's getting pushed back from his own party. But, USA Today reports that the good news is that Mike Johnson has the White House and the Democrats behind him with this two-step CR. What did I say CR was yesterday, y'all? Come on. What did I say? I'm going to give y'all a few seconds to answer what I said, that the initial CR stand for. I'm going to give y'all a moment before I share it. But anyway, that they were saying we're going back this two-phase approach. They said, it's not our preference, but we're going back it because we want to keep the government going. Well, the ones who ousted Kevin McCarthy are about to oust Mike Johnson because they're like, we're not going for that. No, just shut it down. And he's like, no, we're not doing it. I got enough votes, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what I'm doing. Like, okay, at first I didn't like you, now I kind of like you, but I don't know what you're up to. But we're just gonna see what's gonna happen. But we're gonna let it keep riding and see what's going. But yeah, they're about to shut him down. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Perry. They're like, we're not doing a two-step. What does the CR stand for? Did anybody get with me yesterday? I told y'all to remember what CR stood for. That's how we learn because they use initials, y'all. So we need to understand how to break. Yes, Hester Jackson, she got it. Continuing resolution. So he has a two-step plan to get them through the holidays. Come on, we want the people to be able to eat, do whatever they need to do for the holidays, to relax. But those who ousted homies about to oust him because they not having it. All right, let's go here, y'all. This class in session. Somebody say class in session. Adrian says the young people are learning the power of their voice through TikTok. It's their world. We just live in it. Well, there's that. All right, y'all. Class is in session. The official ethics code. All right, everybody got so excited. Like, yes, there's an official ethics code. Axios, New York Times, the White House, and others are reporting all over that the Supreme Court of the United States finally gets an official ethics code. The U.S. Supreme Court said they officially adopted a written ethics code yesterday for the first time after several justices faced scandals over large gifts and incomplete financial disclosures. So y'all know me by now, right? I'm nosy. So guess what? I had to go find the brief myself. I said, let me see what y'all talking about in this brief. Y'all can go to the Supreme Court of the United States website. Y'all can pull down anything you want. And you gotta leave your information. They're gonna vet you, they're gonna check you out, they're gonna follow you, they're gonna see what you're doing. But I had to go get nosy for myself. So it says statement of the court. Y'all classes in session. Pay attention, because it sounds real good, right? It's not. It says the undersigned justices are in this code of conduct to set the succinctly and gather in one place in the ethics rules and principles that guide the conduct of the members of the court, yada, 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 whatever. So I flipped this over. I'm going through it. I'm printing it off. It says the Code of Conduct for Justices of the Supreme Court of the United States. Number 1, the justice should uphold the integrity and independence of the judiciary. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Number 2, the justice should avoid impropriety and the appearance of impropriety at all activities. Okay, that sounds good. Then it goes number 3. The justice should perform the duties of the office fairly, impartially, and diligently. All right, sounds pretty good. You're doing pretty good there. Then we get to disqualifications. I said, okay, let me read this. So it talks about disqualifications. It says a justice is presumed impartial and has the obligation to sit unless disqualified. No backup to that. That's all they say. Then it goes on and says the justice should disqualify himself or herself in a proceeding in which the justice impartiality might reasonably be questioned. That is, where an unbiased and reasonable person who is aware of all relevant circumstances would doubt that the justice could fairly discharge his or her duties. Then they give a list of reasons why, like personal bias or prejudice, like prior stage of a proceeding, such as that the justice knows the people they're involved with. Pay attention to what I just said there, that the justice knows the individuals or the fiduciary, that the justice or justice's spouse, hello, somebody, what's her name, Jenny? Or a person related to either within the third degree of a relationship. I was like, okay, this is sounding pretty good. But then I found a loophole. Yes, I did, y'all. It says the rule of necessity may override the rule of disqualification. Say what? You overruling your own, you're overriding your own rule. What? Say, let me read that for y'all again. The rule of necessity may override the rule of disqualification. So y'all just going to disqualify it? Like, seriously? What's giving you the reason to disqualify something? I'm glad you asked, because I got it right here. It says neither the filing of brief nor the participation of counsel requires a justice disqualification. First, I don't even know what you just said there. Okay, I just know it don't sound right, and I just know it's giving you a way out. But we're gonna read it anyway, because whatever. It's y'all's language. However, Kim Edmondson says you only hear this on News in Motion. You got that right. Dr. Thomas said, yeah, yes, Yvonne, I'm nosy. So it goes on to say the justice should keep informed about the justice's personal and fiduciary financial interests and make a reasonable effort, y'all, to keep informed about the personal financial interests of the justice's spouse and minor children residing in the justice's household. You know they all old. They don't have anybody young sitting up in their house. So they're out the house. So you're saying they can do whatever they want to, right? They old. There's no young children running around. Maybe Justice Amy Comey Barrett, maybe her. But I think everybody else is old. I think they're grown. I think they have their own children. Okay. So let's keep going. Y'all, because by the time I got to this point, it blew the whole ethic code out the water. It's like nothing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. So let's just keep going. I want y'all to be informed as we vote and do these things. Because listen, the next person that finds themselves in the Oval, they're going to probably appoint several Supreme Court justices. Okay, let's be real. Let's just be real. At least 2, maybe 3. Okay, let's be real. We talking. I don't want to say age because I'm hitting 60. Okay, so I don't want to say that, and we can all die at any point. I'm not saying anybody's going to die, but listen, they're going to be able to vote some people in. Let's just be real. Okay, so that is what it is. So let me keep going. It says the purpose of this section, they talk about the degrees of relationship. I said, well, let me read this. So I want y'all to hear this because this is so interesting, y'all. It's so interesting. Y'all need to pull this yourselves and y'all just got to give up your stuff. It says the degree of relationship is calculated according to the civil law system. So I had to go see what that was all about too. You just can't read something. You got to go pull up the other words and figure out what that means. Reggie, I know your daughter's all on this. The following, she's going to be the bomb attorney. Side note, Candace Thomas is about to be the bomb attorney. Just remember her name. The following, she's my niece, by the way, too. The following relatives are within the 3rd degree relationship. Okay. Y'all got that? Parent. Latrice says Kentanji has younger. They in college, girl. They in college. Remember the daughters that was sitting there? They in college. They're out the house. But okay, we'll give it her. Okay, y'all listen. Parent. That's a 3rd degree relationship. Okay. All right, maybe. Child, grandparent, grandchild, great grandparent, great grandchild, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, nieces, nephews, and listed relatives include whole or half-blood relatives and most step relatives. Say what? Y'all just including everybody. Like everybody's in this 3rd degree relationship. So I can say auntie so-and-so, my nephew Isaiah, this person, that person, the other person. They all a part of this 3rd degree relationship. Okay, that's how y'all doing it. Then it says fiduciary includes such relationships as executor, administrator, trustee, and guardian. Y'all know some of us that look like me, we don't have all that stuff, right? But I'm just saying what I'm saying. Then it says financial interest means ownership of a legal or equitable interest, however small, or relationship as director, advisor, and other active participant in the affair of a party, except, they got to put an except in here. Number 1, this is under item G, y'all. Number 1, ownership in a mutual or common investment fund that holds securities is not a financial interest. I'm sorry, make that make sense. Seriously? Come on, all y'all have are securities and things. So you've already made sure you can still flow and do what you want to do. Y'all listen, y'all, the system, such securities unless the judge participates in the management of the fund. Now you know they don't manage the fund. They hire people for that. So you're saying this is a workaround, y'all. These are the loopholes. Classes in session. And then it says an office in the educational, religious, charitable, fraternal, or civic organization is not a financial interest. Say what? So you mean to say that legacy is still okay? That's what you're saying, right? But you got rid of the whole minority piece though. But legacy's okay. Privilege is okay. Seems like you're saying privilege is okay. Religious, talk about that a little bit. Can you break down religious for me a little bit? Are you saying you can't be a trustee of the board of the church? Is that what you're saying? You can't hang out with Pope. You can't sit with the preacher. Explain that to me. And then you say charitable. So we can't give to charitable organizations, but y'all can, huh? It's okay. Because y'all be giving away thousands upon thousands, millions upon, let me get to the right number, billions upon billions, but that's y'all's loophole. Oh, okay. All right. Fraternal civic organizations. Come on, we got to talk about Jenny. Jenny put people on the bus to go to the Capitol on January 6th. They paid for that. They paid, or maybe they didn't. Maybe their other person paid for it who helped them with the yacht and the boat and the cabin. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all, I'm reading this. I'm like, y'all gave some serious loopholes to get these people up out of here. But y'all, that's not all. That's not all. And this is like 30-some pages, okay? I'm only going to give y'all the first 3. So read this for yourselves. But listen, y'all, it says the proprietary interest of a policyholder in a mutual insurance company or a depositor in a mutual savings association or similar proprietary interest is a financial interest in the organization only if the outcome of the proceeding could substantially affect the value of interest. You just wrote that to confuse everybody. You just wrote that to make it sound good. You just wrote that to make sure you was going to get to 35 pages. You just wrote that to make sure that the loophole was the loophole. We know who you are. You Supreme Court justices. Of course you're going to write loopholes to get out of this. Y'all, this is deep. But then I'm going to leave y'all with this piece of the class in session. How y'all enjoying this class in session? I want y'all to read this for yourself. Don't take my word for you, y'all. Read it for yourself. Go to the Supreme Court United States, hit the PDF and put it down there. I think some of the media outlets have grabbed this too and put it down there. I'm going to put this in the Friday rundown so y'all can read it for yourself too. Make sure you subscribe to the Friday rundown by going to gaildudley.com. It's free. It's free. We give you all this information. So then an item number 4, and they're calling them Canon 4. Look that up to see what that means, okay? Canon 4. It says a justice may engage. I want y'all to listen to this. A justice may engage in extrajudicial activities that are consistent with the obligations of the judicial office. Well, make that make sense. Y'all already engaging in extracurricular activities that you shouldn't be participating in. That's why we had to have some code of ethics. Well, they can do speaking, writing, and teaching and be paid. Okay, I guess that's all right. Let me go to the next page. Because I was like, say what? They can do consultation. A justice may consult with or appear at a public hearing before an executive or legislative body or official on matters concerning the law, the legal system of the administration of justice. What? That's why you in the trouble you in now. Organizations. A justice may participate in and serve a member, officer, director, trustee, or non-legal advisor of a nonprofit organization devoted to the law. That's where Jenny comes in, right? Now, y'all do know what I'm reading to you right now just supersedes what I just read to you. That's the loophole. Then it says arbitration and mediation. A justice should not act as an arbitrator or mediator or otherwise perform judicial functions apart from the justice's official duties. Well, you just outlined their official duties in the first 2 pages. So that supersedes that. And then the practice of law. Okay? A justice should not practice law and should not serve as a family member lawyer in any form. A justice may, however, here comes a loophole, y'all, may act pro se and may without compensation. Throwing some legalese there, right? They can do it without compensation. Financial compensation. So I said, well, what's financial compensation? Is that actually transferring money from one hand to another, a check from one hand to another, cash app from one person to another? Or is it the yachts and the boats and the trips and all that stuff? Well, I'm glad y'all asked, because they can also participate in fundraising. Say what? Y'all, there's a whole section on fundraising. I'm not going to waste your time to read it. It's going to be in the Friday rundown. But I don't know what they just signed. All 9 of them signed it. But it's no code or nothing. It sounds good. But hey, that's where we are. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on what we broke down in class in session today. And as you're doing that, I'm going to give you some more news. Y'all, AP News is reporting that Stellantis offers buyout to white collar workers. So I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for them. The people been out here with the UAW, they were still going to work, getting their paycheck. Now that they've had these signed agreements, now the white collar workers, you out of here. That's just what it's doing. Y'all, they're facing higher costs because of the strike from the transition to electric vehicles as well, and its new tentative contract with the UAW. The Chrysler maker is looking to slim down expenses by offering voluntary separation packets to 6,400 of its 12,700 non-union office staff. That is half. So half of the white collar workers are losing their jobs. That's what's happening. Y'all, Bloomberg reports that Biden backs unionization efforts of Tesla and Toyota. You know, Elon Musk is about to go buck wild. Just go on X, see what he's talking about. But Biden is like, let's everybody just strike. Let's just everybody. He done put on his UAW red t-shirt. I'm like, dude, that's red. I don't know if you want to wear a red t-shirt, but hey, do what you want to do. Y'all, home buying today. The National Association of Realtors at the NRA released a report yesterday by saying that home affordability is not looking good. Really? It's been looking like that for a while now. Due to rising interest rates and low inventory, the NRA found that an average income of home buyer between July 2022 and June 2023 was $107,000, up from about $88,000 a year prior. They said this is the highest level since NAR started tracking in 1981. Now, y'all, the organization did find, shout out to the women, that more and more home buyers are single women. My daughter's in that end as well. The share of single women buying homes is almost double that of men. And they are also slightly older. A single woman buying her first home is about 38 on average, and a single man's about 33. They say buyers are older as well. The average first-time home buyer is about 35, up from age 29 and 19 in the 1980s. Y'all, commuting to work is happening. New York Times is reporting that the average American commute about 27 minutes. The pandemic era commuting has kind of like widened several divides by those who work remotely and those who can't. They're talking about a lot of traffic in LA, a lot of traffic in DC. And also, if you're in DC, they're saying don't drive next to the curb. They're saying you better drive on the inside because they're going to take your car, beat you up, put you out, and take, they're going to strip your car and sell it. I'm like, DC is going buck. Wow, what's going on there? What's going on there, Reggie? What's going on there? All right, y'all, just to have a little bit of fun before we get out of here today. This is our light week. Next week, we're not here on News in Motion, but we just want to talk about a few pies, and you can find us from the Food Network as well. Here's just a few of the pies. We're going to put the link in there from the Food Network so you can see all 50, but we're just going to talk about a couple of them here. Well, a little bit more than a couple. We have the strawberry rhubarb pie. Say that real fast. Deep dish Snicker pie. So if y'all thinking about what you're going to cook for Thanksgiving, here you go. I didn't told you I'm low key. I'm gonna be in my pajamas all day. I'm gonna have a pizza. I'm not having family over. It's gonna be so amazing. I just can't wait. Blackberry pie, lemon meringue pie. Y'all, here's a pie that I thought was very interesting. I wanted to share here. 3 flavored diner pie. Now it's a creamy banana, peanut butter, and chocolate pudding separated by a chocolate cookie wall. That don't sound good, but I just thought I'd let y'all know about it. Peanut butter strawberry ice cream pie. Yeah. Shaker lemon pie, buttermilk pie, deep dish vegan apple pie. Lori, are you on here? Key lime pie, my best. Chocolate silk pie, Dutch apple pie, macadamia nut cream pie. Never heard of it, but that's out there. Y'all, strawberry crumble pie, number 15. No bake peanut butter fluff pie. You have a 4-ingredient cookie and cream pie. You have pumpkin pie. You have coconut pie. You got country peach pie. You have bourbon pear pie. That just sounds really good. Number 21, you have pecan pie. Y'all get this one. I'm going to look at the recipe on this one. I'm giving y'all 25 out of the 50, but y'all, bottle of wine chocolate pie. Don't that sound good? Bottle of wine. So you put the whole bottle in there? I want to know how you do, so I'm going to look that one up. Mississippi mud pie, sweet potato pie, and of course you have, which I don't know why, oatmeal raisin cookie pie. So there's the pies. There's the pies. Let me know which pie you cook. And I see you, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. All right, y'all. Here's the inspirational message for the day. And we are out of here. We are out of here. Yeah, I'm still in Mark. I'm in Mark chapter 11. And I was looking at verses 12 through 26. Now, transparent moment. I had to ask the Lord to help me understand what I was reading because I wasn't quite understanding. How can you have a fig tree that's out of season and you go to the tree and you curse the tree? That messed me up. I done read that 1,000 times. Not really, but that messed me up. I was like, why are you gonna curse the tree, Jesus? Like, the fruit's not in season. So how you gonna curse the tree? Because you hungry and there's no fruit on the tree. How you gonna curse the tree? Can't you just put some fruit on the tree? These are the questions I asked. Transparent moment. This is how I operate. So I kept reading. I prayed. I kept reading. And so then, they gets to the house to pray and they turning over tables. That's all them fish dinners, them cookie, whatever you selling. That's the jewelry making that you're selling. That's the chicken. That's the Sunday dinners that you selling. He's like, stop. This is a house of prayer. Just stop. Y'all know how I like to translate the word. So just hold on. So I kept reading this. And so Jesus says, Peter says, hey, they're passing the tree. He's like, hey, G, that's the tree you cursed. It's now withered. It's gone. So Jesus says to Peter, who remembered the fig tree, he says, I have faith in God. Okay, well, did you have any faith? Because you cursed the tree. This is how I talk to Jesus, y'all. This is and he loves me for being the person who's inquisitive and asking questions. All right, let me keep going. So I said, have faith in God. What are you really saying here? Because I need some understanding. And y'all, I think I got the answer. I don't know. Read it for yourself. And I said, okay, believe, not doubt in your heart. What you will say will happen and it will be done for you. Now, this is the word. So I kept reading. I get to verse 24 and it says, therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it. All right, stop right there. Y'all know Black folks be messing up some scriptures. I'm telling you. I have heard, I don't know how many times, you will have. Y'all, the word will is different than have received. Those are two different words, two different translations. And I went looking because I'm a nosy person. In every translation, it talks about like you've already received this. The reason you don't have access to it at the moment is because you have unforgiveness in your heart. I said, oh man, let me go back to the tree. So I read that all over again with a whole new sight. Y'all, it's like the scales came off my eyes and I was able to see this. Now, I don't know if it's going to speak to you that way because the message goes out billions of directions, okay? And so for the message for me, I said, oh man, I got some unforgiveness in my heart. And although I've received this already, I can't access it yet because I am blocking the blessing because of my unforgiveness. I had to sit there and write a paper. Like, how many names on the paper? God, I forgive this person. God, I forgive that person. God, I forget it. God, I forgive me. And so I started thinking about it. I said, okay. So even faith, when we get back to that tree, I like Peter. Peter was like, listen, there's a tree you curse. Because they had been watching ahead of time. He didn't say anything to him, right? And after he overturned the tables, they had the kind of relationship that they could be like, hey, that's the tree. That tree right there, you curse that tree. So I started thinking about, wow, how many things have I cursed without realizing that I've cursed those things? And I need to back up over there and apologize and ask for forgiveness and release people from any type of curse without even knowing that I've cursed them or myself. Y'all better listen to this word. Listen, I want you to read it for yourself. Read Mark chapter 11, verses 12 through 26. So then I had a conversation with the professor in the house, right? And he just messed me up even more. He said, well, technically, Jesus was talking to Israel. Oh, now here you go. Got to put Israel in here. I said, this doesn't say Israel. He said, well, when you study the Bible, you got to really study and get to all the pieces and parts of it. Reggie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, all leaves and no fruit. There you go. Now here's the other brilliant pastor out here talking about here's the leaves, but there's no fruit. You got leaves on you, but you have no fruit. And the leaves are going to wither and fall off. Y'all know that's what's happening right now. The leaves are falling off. Because we got a bunch of leaves, we got a bunch of fluff, we got a bunch of talk, and that's about to fall away. It's about to wither because we're not doing what we need to be doing with it. I know I'm stepping on some toes in here. So anyway, the bishop in my house, the pastor in my house, it was Saturday morning, and I was like, I ain't asked for all that. I just asked you to help me understand why Jesus cursed the tree. He said, I am telling you why Jesus cursed the tree, but that's not what I want. See, I was looking for a different answer. But then this other answer was coming up in here, and I was like, man, let me deal with some stuff. I'm encouraging you all today to deal with your stuff. Deal with your stuff. Y'all read that chapter. Read those verses. Mark 11. Thank you, Lori. Mark 11, verse 12 through 26. I don't care what translation you look at. We need to stop making up words for the Bible. It doesn't say will have. That means that could be in the future. It says you have received. Y'all, there's a difference there. That freed me. That freed me. All right, y'all. Until tomorrow, I am your host, Gail Dudley. This has been News in Motion, and class was in session. Make sure you sign up for the Friday rundown. If you don't want to go digging for the code of ethics, it'll be there. I'm gonna have a whole PDF in there so you can grab it yourself and look at it from there. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Yes, Pastor Alex. Amen. So y'all keep moving. Keep moving, make bold moves, and remember to live your life in abundance. We are out.
News in Motion.